skinny dipping 24 hours, no problem. Oh, hey guys, annyeonghaseyo. Welcome back to Dan Does Korea. It's been a long time, eh? I've got some explaining to do, don't I? Okay, well here goes. I guess I'll start by saying no, I have not been sitting in this chair for 2 weeks. Let me apologize to everyone who has been sending me messages and I have not been replying or slow to reply. It's for 2 reasons. Number one, I wanted a break from social media. Number two, I didn't really have much internet access for the last 4 months. I guess next thing is, where am I? Well, if you haven't guessed yet, I am not in Korea. I'm in Canada, and I've been in Canada since June 16th. I stopped work at the end of May, and I took 2 weeks. I did a big road trip around Korea, spent some time in Seoul, brought the camera with me. So just because I'm in Canada does not mean Dan Does Korea videos are ending. I've got at least enough footage to put together 15, 20 videos of Korea. So Dan Does Korea videos are not finished yet, trust me. Please don't unsubscribe. There's water that way, water that way, water that way, and water that way, which means I'm on an island. Well, what am I doing on an island? One of my closest and best friends, Ryan, he owns the island. He took it over from his parents a few years ago. His dad actually built this log cabin. Ryan's a pretty busy guy. He's got a job, he's got a wife, he's got kids, he's got all these responsibilities. What he doesn't have a lot of is free time to kind of do the upkeep that an island takes. There was a tornado go through here a couple years ago, a bunch of trees down, so I've been chainsawing, I've been chopping, I've been chipping, I've been cleaning up a bunch of junk that's around. So I've been pretty busy for the last 2 weeks. I've been here 2 weeks now. The deal is I get to stay here as long as I do some cleanup. I've got 2 missions while I stay here: clean up the island and work on Dan Does Korea videos. I'm not going to tell you exactly the name of the island, but I will tell you it's near the village of Dunchurch, Ontario. And I will talk about the island in a future video. I'm going to do an island tour, a cabin tour. I don't know, is there enough light here? Let's take a little walk. I don't know if there's enough light under there. Sorry, guys. So what have I been doing over the past 4 months? I got to Canada. My parents picked me up at the airport. Spent one night at their house, and then I went to the family cottage, and that's where I stayed for 3.5 months in a tiny 8x10 little bunkie with no electricity, no running water, definitely no Wi-Fi. There's a video that I took of my very first day there before I kind of arranged the bunkie that I wanted. Maybe I'll put that in here. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm in Canada. I'm super tired. So this is my home for the summer. This is gonna be my dining room. That's where I'm gonna do all my cooking. And then we got the living room right here with the fireplace. And over there, that's what I'm gonna use for the fridge, because I don't have electricity in this one. It's a little bit of a level down from my last apartment. And that's it. I've got some work to do. Setting up my new home for the summer. So that's where I stayed. What did I do? Well, the first 2 weeks, I did a little bit of work around the cottage. I put in a new floor in the bunkie. Sanded and varnished some oars. I got the canoe ready for the summer. And man, did I ever miss the canoe. I was in that canoe every single day for about a month around sunset. It was amazing. But after about 2 weeks at the cottage, 2 things happened. Number 1, I got kind of bored and restless. And number 2, my bank account started going down much faster than I anticipated. Canada is much more expensive than I remember it being. So I got a job. Let me say thank you to my sister, Laura, for finding me a job. I joined a little construction crew. Thank you to my boss, Shane, for being so cool with me only wanting to work 3 days a week. Just enough money to cover beer and food for the summer. And thank you to the guys I worked with, Doug, Terry, and Braden. I had a great time working with you guys. Learned a lot. We built a deck. We're working on an addition to a medical building. I got 1 day on working on the bay. That was kind of fun. I haven't been on the bay in a long time. That was fun. And then finally we worked on a new build, a house build. That's something I've never done. So thank you to you guys. Oh, and we even saw a bear.
They walked past him. He's up in the driveway on our white house there.
Oh, there he is.
Oh, yeah, there he is up there.
Should we tell that guy he's got a bear in the backyard?
Watch out for the bear! There's a bear up on your back deck!
All right, just on break at work. Bear across the street. I took only 3 trips out of my hometown all summer. 2 of them were to Quebec. First one was to visit my cousin's cottage. So I got to hang out with some cousins, my aunt. I took a cool drone video there. Another trip to Quebec. I went fishing with my friend Ryan and a bunch of other guys. We got worms.
Bad bass, eh?
Okay. I caught that and I touched it. I held it.
Well, show the audience.
Sorry, I gloved
Come
it.
on. Let him go.
How much was it?
Guys, with 3 pounds?
3 pounds. Okay. And then I went down to the city and took a motorcycle course. If you have seen my videos, you know that I have a motorcycle license in Korea. I did not have a license in Canada. So that's kind of what I spent some of my free time doing, getting my license, and I bought a motorcycle. I bought a 1200 Triumph Trophy. Insert picture here. Another thing I did this summer, my friend Ryan, his parents needed some help painting their house and their garage, so I did that as well. And I painted the family cottage. I intended it to be the summer of Dan, where I just relax and kind of hang out and do what I want. It didn't turn out to be that at all. It was actually quite busy, a little busier than I wanted it to be. I didn't get the editing done that I wanted to do. Apparently, if you want to be a YouTuber, 2 things that are quite important are electricity and Wi-Fi. And those are 2 things I just didn't really have this summer. I didn't even have running water. And I almost don't want to tell you guys this. I've only had 5 showers in 4 months. But I've been in the lake almost every day. And here on the island, I've got a sauna too. So that's what I'm going to do after I shoot this video. So I guess the next question is, what's next? Well, I have to leave the island if one of 2 things happens. Ryan kicks me out, or it gets too cold and the lake starts to freeze over and I can't bring the boat across anymore. So when that happens, I will be buying a plane ticket to somewhere in the world. Pretty sure it's going to be Asia. Haven't fully decided, haven't worked out all the details, but I'm going to be spending the winter and into the spring traveling, doing what I want to do, going where I want to go. I've been waiting a long time to do this. There's much more I wanted to say. It'll all come out in future videos, I promise. Please ask questions and I will get to them in future video. Right now, there's 5 different Dan Does Korea videos I'm working on. I'm not going to tell you what they are, except that maybe James and I did make it to a baseball game finally. I'm gonna go light the sauna, wait for it to heat up, and then jump in the lake. The good thing about this time of year on the lake is there's no one around, so skinny dipping 24 hours, no problem. Thank you very much for watching. Again, I apologize for taking so long. I promise you, 100%, you're not gonna wait that long again for a video from me. I just really want to take some time to myself and take a break from looking at a screen all summer. But I'm back at it. So stay tuned for more videos. Cheers, guys. Sauna time.